Hello everyone, welcome to the Skyweaverleagues pre-soft launch tournament Group A stream. It is very nice to see you all here today.
Good morning.
As you know, normally we don't stream the group games. We give freedom to the players to choose when they want to play. They're free to play between Monday to Friday. But this time, the Group A decided on playing their games on live stream. In this group we have Antibens, JustAddbacon and Urban.Nomad, the top players in the game. And since the event was unplanned, I invited 3 great names to join me as commentator today. Luckily, they all accepted my offer. First of all, we have Alpha Sapphire X. Welcome, Alpha.
Hello, glad to be here.
Then we have Gennarino. So you're welcome, Gennarino. Then lastly we have Swapko. Thanks for joining, guys. How are you doing today?
Thank you for taking me here. I'm doing great, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm doing as fine as I can. That's what matters.
It's really nice to hear that. So our first game today will be between the JustAddbacon and Urban.Nomad. But before starting that game, maybe we can check the groups. So they are almost already finished. So let's check what's going on there, see the results. Then we can start the group games. But while we're checking them, the players can get ready. Maybe one of you can tell the players to get ready while I'm showing the groups.
Okay.
So here is our groups. As you know, today we're streaming the Group A, which includes Bacon, Antibens, and Nomad. The Group B games are almost finished. The group has the Moon, Aleam, and Phoenix. Also the Grandpa. Moon is the first right now, Aleam is the second. On Group C we have Hanu, Infrit, Snow. This group has 3 people. Only the second group has 4 people this time. This group is finished. Hanu came first, Infrit is second. And on the last group, that group is also finished. Spango finished it first, Alpha finished it second, and Skrill third. So today we're gonna learn the opponents of the Group D actually. The Group A and D will match with each other. So Spango will fight with the second of the Group A. And Alpha Sapphire X will fight with the first of this group. So it is also very important for them. Alpha, who do you want actually to face with from this group?
I'd rather honestly just face with Bacon. Like, I think I'm pretty familiar with how he plays.
I see.
You get to know the player matchup.
So let me check if the
Antibens on the other hand.
Yeah.
What's the other hand?
I honestly don't know how that would go. You'd probably just mulligan heal a bunch and then, like, I'll just sit there crying as I OD myself to death.
No, we're starting the game, by the way. Nomad and Bacon are just firing it up.
Let me check them. Yep, they're getting ready. I'll switch to that.
So Horek versus Banjo.
What's up, guys? I'm here.
Hey, Gennarino. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's great. So let's check their decks, actually, what they're playing.
So Bacon's basically playing Dracomantium and Horek, you know. Horek with the big dragons, on dragon, Ka. Well, no Ka, that's Ka's Wrath.
Yeah.
Grave Royal, the works.
Yeah, there's also Titanic.
Yeah, Nomad has it's an odd deck. It's the kind of deck that wants to use Clone Army on the Wisdom payoffs for having empty decks like Desire and Deepest. So mostly it has Nakamoto in it, which is bold. So the goal seems to be to play Tempest Brew, get Nakamoto, the Sire, and Deepus in your hand, get Clone Army in your hand, and just coast from there.
That sounds very strong.
The list is weird, but it will see if it pays off. Oh, there's a new what's that card called again?
Dreams Undreamt.
Dreams Undreamt. We're very excited to see that the card is finally playable, because the card has been... The only time it saw play was when it was in Spice and Malice.
Like, the card is doing very good right now. I had the chance to try it, and it's
So
Really?
Eclipse seems like it's gonna go off on this Nomad Fields expanding deactivate so early in the Horic matchup.
I haven't tried Dreams yet, but 3 cost draw 3 sounds pretty strong. I mean, at the cost of dusting your own cards, but that's still a pretty good rate.
yeah.
You have to line it up. You have to be careful to not mess it up, but it's good. It's also really good to get water cards because of the Mana Flask.
Right.
Just spends deactivate. Does Bacon have a way to undeactivate that? It doesn't look like he does, but he can.
Honestly, I don't think that's much of a bad play. It kind of
Well,
released pressure from the board. Even
Yeah,
if
it does,
he
but
were
it's Horic.
Yeah.
Horic has a bajillion ways of exerting pressure. I guess. Well, here's the thing, though, right? You see that Nomad has the Hex, the Illwell. If he Illwells, it just removes the deactivate. And
He has 2
Bacon,
good Eradicate targets here.
you definitely take out the Golem if you can.
Yeah.
Tempest Brew seems okay at this point. Cobalt. Oh, that's how he gets the clone army. Like, honestly, the Eclipse being there annoys certain cards, and also Bacon has Chainstorm. So at some point, it'll do something. Well, the card goes back, which is a shame. Fish seems kind of bricked, and Bacon just playing Horic creatures, so that's a good plan A. Like I'm sad with that hand.
I've never played a deck like the one Urban.Nomad is playing, so I don't really know if this is like
So
Yeah, same.
I've never played it with Nakamoto. Usually, you just aim to play a fair strategy. Like Wisdom has a way to get rid of their deck naturally, rather than just playing Naka. If he plays Naka, like they're okay, 42 health, but Clone Army is gone, so that makes your deck so bad. Like, you have the Sire, you have Deepest, you have a bajillion life, Iron Mask. I guess the Iron Mask is still a thing, but it's Horic. 41 health and Banner might not be enough against, 3 on Dragons.
Yeah, this is kind of just discovery and constructed because of how early he had to rip his Nakamoto there. But you really
Again,
want to get the clone army, and he probably has managed memory too, right, for the double block.
Well, it's gone at least. If it wasn't in his deck, it's gone. I have to double check that. I don't think I saw it. There's no managed memory in his deck, so he can draw it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, removes the silence. Temple Guard. Good card. You don't see it very often. It's kind of slow, but it generates a lot of value. Just
No, it's a very good card.
Yeah, it gets back a unit. It removes an attachment. If it happens to be the only unit in the bin, you get it back, which is silly.
We also have some new players in the stream. Maybe we can explain them what the aim of the Nakamas decks in general.
The aim of the deck is basically you use Nakamoto, which dusts every spell in your deck and gives you health for them. And the goal is to play Cobalt, which will draw your cheapest metal spell. And you just put every single other metal spell in the prisms in your deck, so that when you play Cobalt, you get Iron Mask, which will, for 0 mana, give you Banner and Armor for the rest of the game. And then you use the Wisdom units that are better when your deck is empty, being the Sire and Deepest. Hopefully winning the game from there before your opponent really plays their deck, because you're no longer playing a deck, you're just playing Discovery. And we see this, if Bacon has to deal with a 9/9 right now, and the 9/9 is in turn like 5 is not nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Looking at Bacon's list doesn't really have a way to remove the Sire. Their way to remove the Sire is to Grave Royal it. So they'll have to punch it a lot, and did it already with Sunder. Shaves off half its health. Strike down, and Ether. Seems like that'll be it if they just use the Elderwood. Use Elderfall to finish it off rather than pay 9 life for it.
Yeah, he had to spend 3 of his spells just to remove that desire.
Yeah, the Nomad looks like it has a really good hide rate. Like you remove the Elderwood, then Hydrate, then Ill Will his hand, and try a tempo from there.
Yeah, it
it
looks
seems
pretty
like-
nasty.
Yeah.
Because Ill Will will raise Bacon's hand. It'll increase the cost of all cards in his hand by 1. And Horik is a very slow deck. At least it plays very meaty cards rather than synergistic ones, so it really slows him down. We'll see if we go for that.
I actually think that he could ill will later. Just wait for Bacon to draw the juicy cards, and then
I mean, you have no way of knowing when he draws the juicy cards. It doesn't have any tutors for the dragons or whatever. There's the entire hand. Oh yeah, Ill Will reveals the hand, so we'll see how screwed Bacon is. Titanic costs 11 now. Gato will hit Fun Moon. Fun Moon doesn't look good. Well, no, Fun Moon is actually really strong. Well, Fun Moon goes away, actually.
Nomad
So,
is giving
Bacon-
us the observer mod we need.
Yes. Horizons will make the observer mode. I will make the observer mode. Oh boy. Skeeter. Yeah. Timber. Like, again, it's just a matter of Banjo here has a lot of chunky units, and Fun Moon just went away, so we'll know when it'll come back. I am now noticing that there's Inspirator and Bilevendo.
yeah, I think Inspirator would be a pretty good play here, just to set up aggression. He doesn't really, like from what we can see from his hands, like he doesn't really have much of a great answer.
So you use Inspirator on whom though? You know the prisms here. Gato, I think Gato will give you Wing Construct, I think if you use it on Gato, it gives you Wing Construct, which wouldn't be bad. If
Yeah.
you use it on Inspirator, you get Seer's Mask or Eldritch Lore, both of which are good. And Nakamoto gives you Insomnia, which is useless. Goes full the Eldritch Lore. Eldritch Lore for a 2-cost spell. It's a That's actually stupid.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, that's really good. He could replay his Gato.
I thought he would do it. Like that would have just bent Bacon back because he would just remove his units and get back Gato. Like I honestly would have just whelmed there.
Yeah, I was expecting that too.
Unfollow.
At this point in the game, anytime someone is playing against this Horik deck from Bacon and they haven't taken a significant advantage, I feel like he's gonna.
Well, like yeah, Titanic doesn't seem so phased about that ill will anymore. Nomad again, it just has all of these chunky units and isn't putting them on the board despite looking at the hand, despite no clipping with the ill will. The crystals is gonna keep healing, though. Playing Crystal and Violet together is kind of bold. Again, Nomad still has Ill Will open, Whelm open, so they can just get rid of that for tempo. And once again, I really advocate for doing it, especially because you get back Gato. And like you incinerate incinerating the Chester is debatable because there's a Cast Wrath, so your 4/2 isn't going to do much. But just removing
I think what Urban wants to do right now is to build a tall board just to somewhat play around that Wrath.
The problem is
That's
you
just
can't
sitting
build
there.
you can't build a tall board against a Wrath because then your units get withered and they deal 0 damage. Like Nomad is no longer looking in a good position. Can clear, but then he gets wrathed out, and it's not that he loses his board; it's that his board does nothing.
Whelm would be really good right now because personally I think that either one of these death effects going off isn't that good.
That seems
Or
like
Urban.
there was a mistake there because now
Yeah,
Bacon
that was
gets
the wrong
exposure.
order.
Yeah.
That's an oopsie.
But I agree. Why not just clear and hit face? With Whelm, I mean.
Well, Evermore goes away if Bacon doesn't cast Wrath. Then Nomad can just scoop Gato up, but he does cast Wrath. Deepest at least is producing cards, which is important. Probably for like one more turn. Bacon has Titanic. Like Nomad can't develop a board into Titanic.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I think.
I think he can. Oh.
He may lure.
Yeah, I think he's gone with just looking at his hand. Unless Bilebender gives him Force Field, so that he can stuff Titanic for another turn. I think he's gone.
That's honestly the plays. Play the Zomboy, the Fireman, or the Scooter, and then Bilebender, and ++1 them all.
Yep. Inspirator's a good card. Come on, make us proud. Get the play. Proof that you can play Discovery. Here it comes. Doubling Cube, Water Rune, Wing Construct, Scorch, and Sphinx Mask. I don't think that's enough to stuff Titanic. It could be though. Like,
Honestly, these are all pretty good draws.
They are, but they're not enough. You use Wing Construct on Deepest or on. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Titanic,
yeah, why not get the extra lifesteal?
I think Titanic still clears the board, right? 2, 1, 5, 2, 1. Yeah, Titanic still clears the board if Bacon wants to. Cryogen's a great draw. Again, Bacon doesn't run Mortal Blow, so Cryogen is actually very liable to stick.
If Urban decks a way to dust that Titanic after he plays it, then that would be really good for him.
I don't think Bacon has the time to play Evermore and then play Titanic again.
The fact that he killed the Violet second, leaving the Mana Vial, meant that he could play Titanic this turn. Oh, well, he's not going to, but...
That's easier.
Yeah.
That's cleaner. Chainstorm, that's odd. No, I'm not sure. Okay. Does clear everything and puts a Skeeter down, but it's now at 9.
Very low health.
Event. And Timber's around. I don't think Nomad can Nomad can actually self-destruct Timber with with the cards in his hand. Not this turn, but well, no, yeah, he can. He
could do it this turn.
Wait, he has Extinction Event. Extinction.
Yeah.
Timber's a 2/5 or a 2/6?
2/5.
2/5.
2/5.
Okay, so that would put Bacon at 1, but the point is that
you can take him down to 2, I think.
Takes him down to 1 because no, to 2, yeah. But the fact that it's there, it's in his hand, is actually kind of funny. But they're gonna play Timber. I'm not sure. I think that just Cryogen and the Charmling would have been good enough to pressure, but you can play here. You can play a Scooter. Keep trying.
I don't know if he sees the Extinction Event. It's a pretty strong play.
I don't like. You wanted that play in your hand, especially because Extinction Event will clear most cards that would stuff your Timber.
I guess he wants to save it for Titanic. That makes sense.
I mean, Titanic just eats the board, and does Titanic have a guard? I forget.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so he can't really play Titanic into Timber then. That's just a bad idea. Draco comes down. Bucklers it. There's no escape. And silences the Timber, sort of. I think he wins, right? He just Extinction Events.
He has to
He
kill the Draco before he Extinction Events, which I don't know if he can do.
Yeah, he can play in Fuego and do that. He plays in Fuego, incinerates it, then Extinction Event, which will kill the Timber.
That's true.
And then you get in for Banner, and you win. Let's see if...
Because
You
his
can actually clear
Firelander won't
with
die.
Incinerate, and then like the Webmaster Weaver, and then Timber, and then that clears the Draco and doesn't give him armor because he has chains, and then you just hit face.
But he would only have 5 damage on board.
It wouldn't be lethal.
No.
He would be in a better position.
He still has 1 damage from the Zomboid. And Fire Noble, actually. Wait, this is lethal still.
Oh yeah, this is lethal. Wow.
Wow.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I felt like all of us didn't see the I think we all saw lethal at the same time as Urban did. He just kind of played into it.
Maybe,
Wow. That was a great
What
game,
a-
actually.
What a round. I thought Urban was done for, but he pulled through.
Well, congrats to Nomad. That was a very nice game. It's 1-0 now. Let's see what's gonna happen in the second game. Do you think Bacon will change the deck? He has a Fox and Iris deck also. Which is a
I have a
rainbow
feeling
deck.
that he's going to switch to Iris.
I think both of those are more effective against this deck than Hork.
Yeah, probably. Nope. Sticking with the deck.
Interesting choice.
He's got faith in his deck, that's good. Did he maybe not draw some of his healing cards that game? Like, I don't know if he runs Raise Arms or Bishop or anything.
I think in the last match, the Gato Sun gusted away his Earth Golem.
Hi, I'm
Oh,
back.
okay.
Did the thing happen?
What?
Because,
Yeah, the thing happened.
Okay, good. I had a bit of a power search, so I'm here now.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, we were just talking about the healing in Bacon's deck last game. Like, he seemed to not really hit the cards that heal him.
We're running it back apparently. That a light will immediately get Tempest Brew. So Nomad's hand looks comfortable. Go Brimstone. Go Mermask into Tempest. Well, no, Tempest can't really go into Tempest Brew because you overdraw. Would Flask a Tempest Brew here?
He wouldn't overdraw, but he'd be max.
Yeah. We could twist a... It's not a bad card to draw, actually.
Yeah.
It's like 3-drop with Sap. That's enough to get rid of Brimstone.
I, for one, thought that Tempest Brew would give him Banner.
Tempest Brew was... they removed Banner. It had Banner for the longest time for some reason.
It was because no one played it. It was back when John was designing. He wanted to buff it so people would actually play it, and it just stayed for the longest time, even though it's a ridiculously good card.
Yeah, Tempest Brew is just the kind of card that makes me like Skyweaver. It's just like... It's a fiddly card, but when you get it to work, it's so much value. That's what you want from your draw spell.
As we saw in Banjo Aggro, we really saw the strength of it there.
So Wicked Twist Sap is the logical play because that Eclipse just looks mean.
I feel like Sears Mask might be the play. He could just punch the 3-1.
No, you Sears Mask hoping to draw into what? Is the problem?
Some way to clear the Eclipse, I guess, but I don't really know what.
Like
you
there's
might draw there.
I don't think he has Incinerate. He runs Chakram, he runs Deactivate.
There's also
And-
Mutate.
Does he
Yeah.
run main deck Mutate? Does not run. Oh yeah, he does run main deck Mutate. Well, it's Eclipse and it's beating down and it's kind of dangerous. Oh, you're
This
going
deck is
for
crazy.
it. You're
Like, you
going
want to get
for
all
it.
these cards. You want to get all these cards before you Nakamoto.
Yeah, again, last time didn't get punished for losing Clone Mask, Clone Army, but we'll see if that'll pay off this time. We know now that he doesn't have Mutate in the deck. Well, he does have an Incinerate. Phoenix Bloom, get back Brimstone.
He has a way. Urban
Eliminate
has a
him.
way to clear the Eclipse with like Sentry Key, but it's still going to be a thorn to him.
It's still going to give him a bunch of health, which is not a good place to be at. Like, Nomad used Nakamoto and is still losing, like life-wise. That's not a good place to be at. It doesn't feel good. You could play Sparky, Sears Mask, Clap, and hope that it hits him. I don't like
Oh,
the
you could
plan.
also I Spy into Iron Mask. That clears it too.
Yeah, Iron Mask is supposed to be happening. In fact, I think he will. Like, you Sears Mask, play Cobalt, play Iron Mask, start going face. Because, you know, you want Iron Mask. You want your deck to be doing its thing. Hope the Eclipse hold. Hope that the Desire holds, and as we established, it kind of holds against Bacon's deck. Doesn't have many outs to it. But the Wither from Eclipse and also Brimstone, who is in the hand, will generally make Desire more manageable.
I think that Sparky is a pretty interesting OD draw.
I don't like Sparky, but mostly because I don't like Clapback. It used to be this absolutely crazy sweeper, where it was like a claw swipe with upside. And now it's just very fiddly.
Yeah, I think playing Sparky is a bit weird.
Gemini is a godlike top deck,
Ooh,
but
That's
I don't
really
think
nice.
that Cobalt is making it so long. It'd be funny if it did. I don't think Cobalt's making it that far. So the bottom creature, I don't think Bacon has a bottom creature. Violet, is Violet dead? To
Yeah,
get
it
it back.
is.
Okay, so Violet gets picked up by Temple Guard.
Which is pretty good for Urban. It's kind of one of the weaker pulls you could get.
Yeah, like Sparky here is okay. You play Sparky, you remove the guys, conserve
It's actually
your.
perfect. Wow.
It's fine. Like, you have Nakamask. You could have just hit stuff with your face. Oh, it triggered in the right order, and the Violet cost 0. That's unfortunate for him. Casket, and Cleo, and Brimstone, and Dudes. This is the kind of thing that the Opal Golem does to people. That's not a good draw. So we assume that Skeeter Crystal is Bacon's Casket.
Yeah, that's actually huge value off the Opal. Like, what would normally be 11 mana, it's 7.
So Dreams Undreamt doesn't look like it's lining up. There's metal and light and more metal and more light in his hand. He'll need to fix that.
Maybe the best thing to do is the conjure first to see what you're gonna get.
Oh boy. CK.
Yeah, he wants the Century Key here.
Give me something good. It's
Oh, that's really
well,
nice.
that is something good. But,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, but the problem is it really sets back your Gemini, and you're kind of counting on the Gemini, if you ask me.
Ah, that's right.
Get to sap it. You definitely clear the brimstone here, or else your desire isn't going to be doing much. Just trade in the Sparky. It's the most value you've ever seen a Sparky get.
Yeah, you did well. He even gave Sentry Key lifesteal.
This is very... Oh, that's a card. It's a bit awkward in his current hand, but it dumpsters Bacon's hand size.
Yeah, that's gonna wreak havoc on his hand.
The problem is that you can't really play it. With Nomad's current hand, you need to have 5 mana for it to refresh your mana, right?
True, yeah, he has no way of hitting 5 mana.
Like, he has a way, but it involves using Dreams Unbranked, which is kind of...
I mean, this turn he can, but on 7 mana he couldn't. He can clear with Rave and Seal of Doom.
He may not get all the value, but he can also try Dreams.
Yeah, this Draco is really awkward for Urban to deal with.
I don't think he sees it. You guys see it, right? The Rave and the Seal?
Yeah, but maybe we don't want that to die just yet. We want to get more value.
But Touch the Sky is really good. Hyper Beam is also.
Oh wow,
One is an
encapsulate.
Encapsulate.
Yeah.
That was very good out of decks.
Yeah.
He's going to try to encap it next turn, I guess.
It's going to overdraw.
Wow, that was a
Not
brutal
bad.
Funeral Moon.
I think with the encapsulate and the Touch the Sky, the ball assembly in Urban's court, like I think it's Bacon who wants to find a way to kill him ASAP.
Yeah, Touch the Sky is going to be very strong.
Okay, so I missed things, apparently. Here's a Draco for 9.
Yeah, he he OD'd in encapsulate and Touch the Sky.
Yeah, I think he drew a bunch of cards with Dreams and Brand and stuff.
I think you start off with the encapsulate first.
Encapsulate doesn't draw anymore.
Oh, true.
Play Drag Poet, get rid of the dragon, and accept that Bacon got hero armor without having to play Nakamoto.
Oh, we didn't have the metal cards?
Looks like he did.
Oh, they didn't. Oh no.
He's going to get it when he Grave Royals.
Eclipse went back to his hand, so probably. I do guess you just eventually get it with Grave Royal, but no, you don't, right? Because you also dust your violets and stuff. It's kind of difficult.
It would go top down, so he needed to have already played them somehow.
So this is the important Grave Royal mechanics you need to know.
If he has spells or non-death metal units, which I don't know what he has, but like if he plays Eclipse and then Grave Royals, it's going to get dusted before Draco's effect happens, so it'll be gone.
Chainstorms.
Well, he has Buckler and Suit Up, so.
You
guess
gave
that-
him
it's
back.
not much
You
of a
gave him
problem
the
if he gets to
papers.
that.
So, given Nomad's hand, he can just play for Shelly. Though Kasrath isn't too happy about that. Bacon keeps playing Crystal and Violet together, which is kind of disappointing. Honestly, I think you discard the Twist and Turn with Scrollweaver because Twist and Turn, right? Twist and Turn. Turn the Tide is kind of sad now. That Bacon has a more even hand.
I think that card mulligans your units.
Yeah, it mulligans your unit. That's why as I'm saying, you get rid of it because you can. Or like you play Inspirator. If you play Inspirator and use the thing and get Seer Smash, you can play for Shelly. And if you get Eldritch Lore, you get Eldritch Lore for 5, which is probably not bad. And I guess Eldritch Lore. Like that's not a bad place to be at. You get rid of the chains too, so you get back your banner and your armor.
You get a World Tree or
Really
whatever.
get the 5
and-
cost Earth spell.
Extinction event.
Not really good on this
So-
board, but
It's a
Good
good
for
card
later,
to
I
hold.
guess.
It's a good card to hold over
Yeah.
Bacon's head.
Definitely.
and it helped clear the chain, so he has armor back.
Yep. So yep, Inspirator is a good card. We'll see. Bacon actually gets to trade his 1-drops in the right order now. Cash is here to provide more metal cards. Might actually get the hero armor with the royal. It's a weird sequencing, but I don't think it'll matter. But you know, could have dusted it just because you could. Gets cryo, whatever. I forgot what the card got called now.
Cryogen's higher, probably.
Okay. Cryogen's higher. You dust. You can play for Shelly and dust the Eclipse. That's it. That seems like the cleanest play.
Yeah, for sure. You want to say touch this guy here.
You can also. The funny part is you could play for Shelly, then play for the kill the Violet. No, you don't do that. That seems bad. Play Shelly, kill the Violet, and then use the twist. Turn the tide.
Shelly encapsulate seems like a pretty good play too.
Yeah, because you
I guess
can
he wants to
use
clear
turn
the
the tide
entire
and
board.
then encapsulate. Oh wait, does he have 1 mana? He can't spend 1 mana to turn the tide and just get rid of Bacon's hand. I'm not fond of the Scrollweaver because you really want the value out of him. But well, you're grasping at this point, so you take what you can.
I feel like he's slowly but surely trying to get to that turn the tide
Problem
play.
is, Bacon has 32 health. Bacon hasn't taken damage since the game started, apparently.
Oh yeah.
So even Eclipse, even Gemini isn't going to get you very far. Big boy probably comes Buckler up. No Buckler up, and Geode is here. Funny card. Oh, that's a big Gemini. That is a really, really efficient Gemini. I don't think there are many other plays you have here.
What do you guys think? Do you touch this guy here?
No, there's a
Well,
Geode.
clear the Geode.
Geode.
Oh yeah,
I
doesn't
feel like
kill
it's
it.
either encapsulate into something
Yeah.
else or Gemini.
You encapsulate and play Shelly because Geode lets you do it.
Yeah.
Or just Gemini and hit face for whatever amount of
I
damage
feel
you
like
can do.
priority's Gemini. Geode.
Oh yeah, get rid of Geode
That's
so
okay.
that he can eventually touch this guy. Because I'm sure Bacon has a trigger on Dragon. You haven't seen on Dragon.
This is one of those situations where he wants the Earth Golem to have 7 health so that it can't like make its death effect go off by running it into one of Nomad's guys.
I just cash in the roots and get health.
Is he thinking about going face with it?
I don't think you can go face with it. I don't think Bacon can remove the Gemini without hitting it with the Golem. Bacon's deck mostly relies on board wipes rather than hard removal. Oh, I guess he did. Whoa, oh, right, you can do that. Smite.
Oh wow.
Thank you, Eclipse, and that's game. He did all of these and kills. No touch
That
of
was
Sky.
amazing. Wow.
Wow, that was unexpected. Makes
This
it
is
more
the
fun
beauty.
now.
This is the beauty of the game. The
Yeah.
mechanic makes this happen.
Well, congratulations to the JustAddbacon. And we're gonna see a
We're going to
final
game
game
three.
between them.
We are going to game 3.
Now is Urban going to change decks?
You think he will?
Oh,
Second
I
one.
guess he's not sticking.
Nakamoto.
Stick to the same one.
It's Nakamoto.
They're both trusting their decks. And it paid for
Oh,
Bacon.
well, Coulter is here.
Hello.
Well, the hand looks amazing. Oh, Gear Grind, the art on Gear Grind got touched up. I didn't notice. Like, Hydrate, having access to Hydrate, Century Key, and Ill Will seems really good.
I
Though,
feel
I'm
like
not sure.
casting Chrome for after he plays Nakamoto seems pretty
Like,
good as well.
The pro casting Chrome is good exactly on the Sire. The other units, you don't want to cast them. You don't want you
Oh,
lose the
I was
anchor.
thinking more
from
along the
Leave It.
lines of like he could just OD
Oh, just
something
yeah,
big
keep
later
it
on.
for later. Yeah, keep it for later to ensure like a 9-drop. Yeah, it's actually really nice. I'm not sure about not keeping Hydrate. Like Hydrate, the whole Hydrate setup with CK seems really good. Unless he wants to. Oh, that's a good draw. That is an amazing draw.
Coulter, you can join the commentating if you want.
Let's see if he wants to. Like we can't force him.
Yeah, if he wants to, you can.
Yeah, I think the Hydrate was probably the play because it lets you find the things you need, like Cobalt or whatever.
Well, the good news is he can allow like
Yeah,
Tempest Brew. Hopefully,
He hit that tutor.
But
That's good.
because I like is no longer cheapest, right? But I don't think he actually runs the big light cards.
I find it pretty
Zero to
interesting
them.
how
So yeah, you
just
get
that Bacon uses Foul Stench as a 4-cost draw a Wither card, when I would think that most people would be seeing it as part of a board clear.
it's a board clear. It literally is a board
It is a
clear.
board clear.
Like
Just
Urban's-
that Urban probably doesn't have any good units for
Yeah,
him to
he has no
get that
board
on.
for him to
Remember,
clear, so he's just going to use it to draw.
like I think you just play for Rosewater, get your Tempest Brew going. I like what? What is this?
Doesn't seem
I
too
don't know.
bad to me.
Okay, so here's the thing, though, right? I know Nakamoto is a shock deck, sort of, but I never understand them. That is such a ballsy Nakamoto. You have nothing in your hand other than
Yeah,
a
I don't know.
Krampus.
I really don't know about this.
I didn't like this at all.
He has no
And-
Iron Mask, no Clone Army.
4/4 tempo is pretty nice though.
I mean, it is. I'm not gonna say it isn't, but you can play Howlgeist. You know, Howlgeist is a card that exists.
Or
Of course,
Puto.
not in Banjo, but does Banjo have like a 4/4/4? Has Quadra. Quadra's a 4/3. Oh,
Yeah,
if you do
Quadra's
that.
4/4.
Time to play Cobalt just
Wait,
yet.
if he does that, he loses because he can't play the mask. He has 2 cards in his deck. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Feel like he could have gone for like
boy.
Rose Water into a light.
Oh no, that is
That's
a shame.
rough. Yeah.
That's the game actually. Just Bacon's probably.
Yeah, I
like,
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably
That's-
threw it,
Chainstorm.
especially with that.
If only Urban.Nomad could reverse time and make that decision again.
I mean, I would love to reverse time for a lot of decisions. A light gets
Card is that?
something.
What's this last card? Is that?
The last card is Deepest. The last card is Deepest, so it doesn't matter. A light gets
Deepest.
OOD here. Then you
you
play
think it's-
Desire.
Yeah, I think Desire. He's
It's
trying
an
to.
An 8/9. You play it as an 8/9.
I think Bacon's going to start to build board here.
Yeah, the
Doesn't
Desire
really have
once
much of
again.
a answer to that.
Desire can actually run away with the game if Nomad can just keep the pressure up, but that's a buckler up. That's an entire turn gone.
Why did he buckler up?
I mean, why not? It's not terrible.
Make it stickier. Like he really wants the Desire to hit the 3/4 instead of his face.
Yeah, the Sire is kind of the clock here. If the Sire doesn't win the game, I don't think Nomad's winning the game. So
Yeah, that's true.
Anything that delays the Sire.
He does kind of have a 3-turn clock here if Desire hits face every turn.
I don't know about that one. Deepest are gonna start drawing cards. There's no anchor, and Bacon has a Fun Moon in hand, so
Like he could have saved the Deepest.
I think Libra might also be a good play. He should really leverage on his tempo advantage. Casting Chrome might also be good for the banner and for the mind drop. Probably Cryogen.
He could Mecha Bun and then
Gemini.
Orchid.
Yeah, I really think he should start stacking on big units, just to avoid some of his board clear, like removal spells like Burn to a Crisp.
Although if you +1/+1 the Mecha Bun, it dodges Burn to a Crisp.
Yeah.
But now he doesn't have mana to gear grind, so I don't know.
Interesting out of deck.
5/6 is not bad.
Yeah, he should really get going on that Libra.
The win condition is gone now.
He can reduce the cost of his hand with Gear Grind, actually. But it's only AoL, so it's obviously not worth it. Just play Lyra.
Yeah, he should really focus on tempo instead of value. Try to end in like the next few turns.
Before Bacon hits his draw and hits Titanic. Oh boy, here we go. Interesting time to AoL. Bacon is searching for options. It looks like he doesn't really have a clean answer to this board. It's looking surprisingly good for Urban right now.
So fate continues to conspire against me being able to commentate, and my computer got turned off. So I'll be back in a few minutes, hopefully.
All right.
Hope to see you soon.
I would honestly play Mecha Button here and see what you draw. And well, clear the opal with the Gear Grind as well.
I really think he could just Libra it and just go face.
He's one
He
damage off
can-
lethal right now with all the damage on.
Yeah.
Maybe you get Electron. No, Rage Gauge. Oh, that's the one extra damage. I think that's lethal, right?
There's the one extra damage.
That is incredible. What a ridiculous game.
Amazing. It's really amazing. Like, we all were sure that he's gonna lose, right? From the start.
Yeah.
He managed
Well, we
to...
were all assuming that Bacon was going to draw some good cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of got bricked that game.
We just witnessed the power of the banjo and out of deck draw. Well, congratulations to the Urban.Nomad. Won against Bacon 2-1. Now I need to check the Discord chat to see who's gonna play now. I assume Nomad versus Antibens, but let me see if they're available.
What a set that was. That was honestly one of the best of threes I've ever seen in competitive Skyweaver. Like 3 really close, exciting games.
Yeah, that's certainly very exciting.
Yeah, I couldn't
game.
agree more with Gene Reno there.
I mean, it was a lot of randomness, as it is anytime when someone plays Nakamoto, but still pretty interesting interactions. Got to see some cool cards. I wonder if one of Bacon's other decks would have had a better chance.
Yeah, I guess he should have tried the other decks, maybe the Iris deck.
Well, let's take a look.
It wasn't a rainbow deck and was looking very decent actually.
So Urban has Mira, and looks like he's running Tempo Mira kind of, and oh, he's running Mirror and Zoe. So I guess that would have been pretty interesting for us to see if he played those, but
Yeah, I
I'm
would
not
have liked
really
to see
sure
some.
how they would fare against his Horic, because he has quite a few control tools like Foul Stench.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
those decks would have struggled against that Horic. Lots of value. but the Banjo was able to like Desire. It just seemed like a really big problem for Bacon's deck. As Swap pointed out, he doesn't read Mortal Blow, so
So looks like Antibens is here. Let's see if he is also ready. He told me today that he have to attend the event, so he needs to play while he's in the event, like a birthday party or something. And he's telling me that he will be ready in 5 minutes. So maybe we can give a short 5 minutes break till they get ready.
that's perfect. I'm gonna go grab some food.
Alright then. So we have watched amazing games between Bacon and Nomad. Let's give a 5 minutes break, and I'll see you after the break. Hello everyone, we're back, and JustAddbacon is with us.
Howdy.
Let's hear his thoughts about the game.
Well, that was certainly interesting. I'm sure those of y'all in the crowd had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was
I
really fun
wish.
to watch.
Any day I have to play Wisdom is a day that my eyes come closer to leaving my sockets, but that's okay.
Like,
Do you really have to play Wisdom? Like, is there a kill switch that will delete you if you don't play Wisdom?
I have to play versus Wisdom.
Oh, okay, fair.
I mean, playing Wisdom is also a chore, but I'm a strong enough man I can manage that grueling task.
I missed your thoughts on the game, Bacon. What did you think of that set?
So let's break them down set by set. First game was really close, and Urban was playing really well until the ill will slapped my hand, at which point I just got completely out-tempoed. Could not really muster anything on my end because, well, you guys saw my hand. I was getting ready to start just dominating board with things like Earth Golem, some of my cheaper units, but he was able to shut that down pretty effectively, and from there I just could not get back into it. Second game, I played a lot more aggressive fire removal. I was able to get more of the cards I was looking for, and that early Eclipse really, really helped me out a lot. It was also very helpful whenever his Nakamoto and other things didn't quite have their attachments from the Tempest Brew, because that meant I was actually able to remove them. The third game, my opening hand, and this is kind of on me, because this is the deck I chose to play, but like I got Violet, Chainstorm, Foul Stench, and Feudal Moon, because I was really expecting a lot of people to try and bring Zoe against me, or I was expecting Urban to play like
Hello,
Metal
we're
Mirror
back.
stuff.
JustAddbacon is with us. Howdy. Let's hear his thoughts about the game.
reflect someone's stream is
Yeah, your
reflecting.
stream is coming through, Bacon. You're echoing the
I
stream.
got it now.
Cool.
Where was I? Yeah, I was expecting a lot more aggro to be thrown at me, and I was thinking, okay, like I can handle my draw power. I'll burn Phoenix Plume early. Issue with that is that whenever you don't hit the draw cards early, and then turn 4, they're threatening a 9/9 guard barrier, you have to start making some pretty awful plays. And whenever that 4-mana 9/9 guard barrier does come down, it gets very difficult to do much about board.
That's right. They're starting,
Yeah, we
by the
saw.
way.
I heard y'all maybe talking about me playing like my Fox deck or my Iris deck. Respectfully, no, those are garbage ideas. I would need to get Ill Will like turn 2 with Iris to be able to do well against that, because between the armor and the banner, you can't control board as aggro versus a Nakamoto deck. You simply cannot. And Fox, I would have needed to have rushed him very fast, but this deck is kind of more anti-combo, anti-aggro, so it would not have really fared well against it. I don't really have answers to deal with things like Deepest or Desire, which are coming down every game, turn 4 and turn 5.
Right.
The game is also started. You can join, guys. So we have Antibens versus Urban.Nomad. And Antibens is going for Titus, and Nomad is going for Mira deck, the Mira metal.
Seems like Urban's going for a repeat of the Turf Wars.
Yeah.
Hey, so here's a weird thought. Because we have 3 players, what happens if this ends up in like a 1-1-1 situation, where like everybody's won one game against the other, or one set?
If everything is equal, then you may need to play again. But right now, Nomad won against you 2-1. So that one game you won may determine the results of the group.
Okay, so real quick, the power situation in my house is increasingly dire, and if I keep turning on my computer every time it shuts down, something's gonna fry. So I think I have to drop out of turn.
No.
Right then. That's really sad. But
Swap.
Let's give out.
Spot. I may need it.
well,
I mean, I'm on the phone at the moment, but that's not gonna be the highest quality commentary.
No, you sound fine if it's fine for you to commentate like this.
yeah, it's really sad.
I have a. Well, I can try. I have some. I have a difficult time listening to you back because of the phone quality, but I guess I can try. After all, I did do commentary on my phone in a very roundabout way before, so I guess we'll do it again.
If you have headphones, it would help, but I don't know.
Well,
Well, if you
Anyway,
feel like
either
it's
way,
getting hard, you may drop out. But if it's fine, you can try.
we can try. I can't look at deck lists, but we can try. So I see that we're already midway at game 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting
Nomad
underway
wins.
here.
That Mask is going to be really dirty in this matchup because the pools for that are either Sunder, Waterline, or the newly renamed Cryogen's Ire, all of which are very choice picks for this matchup.
So one interesting fact about Antibens Titus deck, it doesn't have any 1-cost card. Would you try something like that?
It looks like an Etherwell deck, but I looked at the list and it's not there. It's just a Titus deck that goes really big.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Everwhale is there. You out of deck it with Gift Via.
Yeah,
Of
that's
course
right.
you do.
Out of deck Prism. My best cards are not in my deck.
When I realized he was doing that, I was like, that is 5. So big.
Yeah.
He's got Messiah and Gift of Aya, so he's definitely going to get it.
That's
Ming
trying to
long
remember.
dice this one there.
Yeah, let's see here now. If only Sunder dealt 6 damage, Urban would not be taking.
It's fine.
points.
We take the 6. We take the 6. It's fine.
Should be 6. Like, it was a turn 3 Dream Dragon, and because the card exists, Urban now just has to pocket like 6 points of face damage. And card
It's
advantage.
Titus. You don't care about 6 points of face damage. If you lose
that's-
against Titus, you lose for 20 health.
At 6
You
points,
just gonna throw? We'll see if they do. I don't
He's going
count
to
on
draw
them.
with Scooter here, that's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Urban's
Brimstone
always-
doesn't really add much to the board, so might as well take a card.
Yeah, he's always good about milking value out of his units. Although I feel like he may start getting walled out of board here. Now that Antibens has had a turn or two to just start accumulating resources.
Nomad does have like a pretty efficient removal, so
Yeah,
I
but
know
what
that
is
Antibens
that?
puts really good units, but he has to play them, and he has us at 4, so we're not gonna see them for a moment.
Yeah, but those removal cards are kind of dead in his hand right now.
I mean,
Even-
they are, but also he has Tempest Brew, which isn't a dead card.
Yeah, that's true.
Aya comes down.
Okay,
Draw
we're
Aya.
actually going to come into play here very nicely.
Mhm.
Always check first.
Oh,
Always
Aya is a 2/6 now. Great.
Aya is dummy sick. It is monstrous.
It's
I
a
feel
strong
like-
card now.
Yeah, it
Oh.
is.
It's got that Angelo stat line. It just makes it hard to deal with.
It's easy. You just play Wisdom and Eradicate.
Ah, yes, of course. 2-cost kill Plane Ranger.
Look, man, Plane Ranger tyrannizes Wisdom enough that they deserve to eradicate it once in a while.
No. No, that's not how any of this works. Plane Ranger is supposed to keep Wisdom in check. Instead, it just gets checked by Wisdom. That's an interesting play.
I don't know if I wanted to do that over Tempest Brew, but the cards he got are really good for the upcoming turn. Like, I think it's a better play than Tempest Brew.
It's
It's also a bit safer.
but it was a risky play.
Did
I mean,
he
if
use
we-
strike down?
Yeah, I would have ripped strike down because those cards, that removal is not going to get you much later in the game. You can clear Arcadio Mask with it, maybe.
You were complaining about Sunder being 1 damage short, and then you're gonna call him out on using I Spy over Strike Down.
I wasn't saying anything about I Spy or Strike Down. I was just saying that I don't think those removal spells are very helpful, so I would be using them faster.
Well, it didn't make much sense to use them in this position because you really want to play one of your forecast spells. So you use the I Spy and just get going. Spence Ire. It's a very expensive Ire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not getting...
Cavalry into reinforcing is pretty nasty.
Yeah, Cavalry
Cavalry,
Reinforced. Definitely a good play.
unloading.
Burninate or Doomsday could come down, but Doomsday will refill, and Burninate will not clear. Seal of Doom could happen, but playing
That's
Seal of Doom this early would be really bad for Antibens. It's a big
Mhm.
mana.
Get
And
the
Urban
dude
Nomad's deck doing what it does best in building a terrifying.
Yep. we
playing
have a
armor.
Glorious main.
Armor is a good mechanic.
Oh yeah, certainly.
Does Gemini not have lead anymore?
Nope. It got
No.
in the unit nerfs.
Yeah, you can dust him now.
Yeah, Touch the Sky kind of just eats them alive.
Which is
Yeah, that's what I
nice
was
because
thinking.
usually Gemini is the one doing the eating.
Yeah, I'm glad to not have a unit that requires you clear board every turn. Perhaps
From
we
turn
will-
7.
Yeah,
Foul
Stench.
Stench coming down.
that will cycle him,
Not-
but it's not doing much on board.
Yeah, Geode right now just completely cripples Antibens because he can't even flask efficiently while Geode's done. And we haven't seen Gift of Aya, so he can't Ether Whale.
Yeah, I really like the Geode play.
Gato to get rid of Eldritch Lore.
Okay, what could he have lured into? He could have lured into Doomsday. He has too many
Yeah.
for Seal of Doom. It was probably looking at like a lure into Doomsday or Burninate, but that wouldn't have been super efficient either.
That's not like it's a card that I'm happy to remove from my opponent's hand, but I'm not sure if I wanted to do Gato over Geode.
I'm just happy to get the card advantage. Here, drop Burn.
That's not card advantage. If
Burn
Gato
doesn't
dies
do
to
that.
a board wipe, Gato dies to a board wipe, then that did not.
It's card advantage when you don't overdraw from your Tempest Brew. Wait, no, he still
Yeah.
does.
He still does.
Maybe if
But
you
Andromeda,
Honor.
Andromeda with the Tempest Brew, it's really spicy.
maybe
It's
if
a
you
lot
had,
of burn.
maybe if he had played Strike Down earlier and had one less card in his hand, hypothetically.
I want to see the Strike Down win the game.
It can't
It
go
will
face.
happen. It doesn't matter. It deals 4 damage with Andromeda. It can clear guards. That's face damage.
What
That's math.
cards are we clearing with that? Amaru Rakamantia?
Good whale deck. It has guards. It's Titus. It's like the 2 prisms with the most guards.
Okay, but look at his deck list. He's got Geode in here, Arcadia
I
Mask.
wish I could, Bacon. I wish I could.
See, this is the difference between Foxfang and Dogpound. We just have the deck list memorized. Like, as soon as we don't even look at the list, we just look at the code, and we know exactly what is in there.
Yeah, right.
We are simply that good.
Interesting.
Like,
Salvage
You know,
does
if
have
Antibens-
a lot of nothing against the
Antibens
deck
gets
full of
the-
armor. And again, Geode just kind of make it really sad.
Here, just want to see Geode
Geode
just
and Brimstone.
slap his hand.
Geode and Brimstone just really probably the best play. It's more burn.
Yeah, I
There's a
also-
lot of burn. No,
Why?
please don't spend
No.
Andromeda.
This is 6
Andromeda-
damage.
You have touched the sky
Andromeda
now.
is yeah, the problem is Andromeda feels so important because of how much burn damage it can represent. But now if Antibens has touched this guy, like you just mentioned,
He also has Wrath. I never saw what he hit off of Faust then. She probably is holding Wrath.
damn.
More
I
importantly,
really wanted to see.
sneaky burn. Yep, there it is.
I really wanted to see Andromeda just steal.
Wait.
And even Gemini is coming down.
Gemini, yeah.
Gemini
no.
is 6 damage.
Yeah, Gemini.
Please, come
Halcyon,
on.
yeah.
No. Tori. We need to keep it alive.
Gemini, the 0-2 that has lead, and just play old school Gemini. Oh my god.
No, save your burn. He's going to heal. Yes. Urban, if I have to lose to you, I want you to beat Antibens too. That way it doesn't feel as bad.
Just play Gemini.
Just go for it. You got it, man. Come on.
On the cavalry, so he can't touch the sky yet.
You only live once. Go.
Would be better for the
Just
Gemini
don't-
to be on
Go.
California. Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. That's right.
My man. And gotta get the Halcyon in there for sending a
Right.
message. Okay, so Antibens could rip Doomsday here. He could rip Burninate plus removal.
I feel like the only good play here would be Touch the Sky.
But this guy doesn't kill the 6/6.
If
It
he
doesn't,
plays-
but at least he doesn't die.
Sure.
Any other option, and there might be a way for Urban to clear it, especially when he can kill his own Brimstone.
Especially when he has a strike down to kill his own brings.
And also he has Electron for the set.
I may eat those words.
Doomsday. Good board whip.
Electron plus some banner could clear.
Can he?
That depends on Antibens playing creatures. That's a lot of potions.
Oh.
Mask.
Arcadia
Depending on
map.
what he draws, that might be game.
Rosewater. Show
Prismata.
He's one off
I
from
think-
lethal, I think.
No, wait. Electron. Electron has enough burn, right?
he has enough
Oh my
That's
burn.
not
gosh,
bad.
he drew metal. I think it's lethal.
Brimstone, Electron, metal.
Yeah, that's lethal. Electron, you can get like 2 pings and then the rest from Brimstone.
No, with
Please don't.
Brimstone he has like 9 or 10 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think Nomad doing the math. Here it comes. Electron for sap. Then Jackrabbit for quest and more saps. Yep. Sap. Chain toss sap.
We need the plankton emote from SpongeBob. Zap. It's on replete.
Shoot up Ghost Duster or the Brender Crisp.
Sap. Draws rough. Sap.
Zap. Doop.
Hello there, Cloud Guard. Sap.
Zap. Lethal.
There it
All
is.
right, Urban, you've redeemed yourself.
You've redeemed yourself from not playing a strike down? You're still salty about that?
He's redeemed himself from beating me. That was very embarrassing.
No. How do you redeem yourself from winning?
Don't ask me questions I don't want to answer.
Well, looks like Zaps are working, even without the Zap.
Even without Andromeda.
Yeah.
Well, having a bunch of burn like this, it's a very strong deck in the sense that it's a deck full of armor, and then it has that backup plan of just burning the opponent to a crisp with saps.
Mm-hmm.
His deck name is Maze, like corn.
Mais.
So I think
No,
Antibens will change the deck. Maybe the Invest deck?
Invest definitely has a better shot just because you can't burn it to death. That just doesn't happen.
He said he wanted to show it off, but I think he wants to play that versus me.
The other thing about the Invest deck is that, okay, if he doesn't get the Invest off, if he doesn't get the 99 health, the armor deck is actually really, really hard to chip down, so you do see, Titus coming down again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do believe that the meta deck has a good matchup against Invest.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Urban plays a lot of draw in this deck. That actually gives it some pretty good legs to stand on versus removal pile. It's taking the Sunder, probably thinking about that Menglong from the last game.
Yeah, you can't just disrespect Manglong. It's a bit of an awkward handling
Play here.
It is the only thing I don't care for. I would take Bobble.
Like, honestly, these kinds of hands make me really sad of going first. You have no 1-drops, no 3-drops. I don't consider Gato.
Gato.
I don't consider Gato or Ghost Duster 1-drops. They're like 1-cost cards, but they're not 1-drops.
Yeah, that's right.
No. Turn 1, Gato. Turn 2, cry because your opponent played Banner and killed your Gato.
Please stop referring to Gato as Gato.
No.
You just call it Cat too.
No, I agree. We have to call it Gato.
Gato. Anglicizing all of the cards. You cannot stop me.
That's part of what makes Skyweaver great, is all the different cultures represented in the names of the cards.
Okay,
Yeah.
please anglicize Bacon. I want to hear this. Please anglicize En Fuego.
That's a tough one.
It's En Fuego.
Bacon.
Because, I know, to properly pronounce it, it's like En Fuego. It is that, right? Yeah?
Yes, it is En Fuego.
I don't know. You'd probably just have to, purposefully butcher it, like En Fuego or something. That'd probably be how you... En Fuego. Crystal Case.
It means on fire, right?
Correct.
It does, but it's not correct. It does if you read it. Literally it says on fire. But that you don't say that something is en fuego, you say that something is en llamas.
Yeah, because...
Is that flames or something?
Language...
Yeah.
Endings that mean different things, right? So en fuego would mean I'm on fire, right?
En fuego just means on fire, but literally.
It just literally means on fire.
Yes.
That's a nice item.
Yeah.
Good Cryogen. Nomad's hand is, well, kind of awkward, especially because of the removal situation. You do nothing here.
Just
You play
attack.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
He'll battle himself.
Gladiator is... It's not bad.
I mean, it's a good card. I don't feel bad about playing Gladiator. I just feel bad about not being able to play literally anything else. The rest of the hand is just removal on a Ghost Duster that draws. I don't know what it will draw.
You could have played it earlier to get Ice Spy out of the deck, which honestly, that might have been fine to do.
Ice Spy is at least burn damage, but
yeah, Ice Spy for those 2 points. I'd rather not draw at all in this matchup over other things.
understandable. Yeah, understandable.
Straight up, one of the hidden strengths of Cookbook, it just lets you burn things like Grim Reprisal whenever you're playing against Invest.
Cookbook is a weird card. I've been thinking about it lately.
It's a weird card because it gets in the way of some packages. It's a 1-drop, it gets in the way of Supersonic. It can get in the way of other cards like that, but it's a really efficient card.
It gets in the way of Blitz if you're playing it.
That is a good top deck.
That is a very nice top deck.
Oh, yeah. I'll play for Scooter, sure.
To avoid the overdraw.
Once again, we see Andromeda, but Andromeda herself does not have the zaps. But Electron does, and Electron's very spicy, as we saw last game.
Electron could turn out a lot of damage.
Yeah, honestly, that's another part of I Spy. It triggers Electron, so it's actually a valuable card.
I worked out the math the other day, and like this is completely off topic, but the Zam deck that goes into 2 Electrons plus Zam, playing I Spy in that deck equates to, I want to say it's how much damage? I think it's 10 if I'm not mistaken, because I Spy does 4 because you get the 2 from Zam, and then each of those zaps is 3 each because they both trigger Zam. Yeah, I Spy is 10 damage in the Zam deck.
Look, here's the thing though, any spell in that deck is like 8 damage, so any metal spell will do.
Yeah. Sentry Key is 8 plus all the banner damage. Oh my god.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, don't worry.
I blinked. He played the Draco for 7. Oh, he used Crystal Cash.
Yeah, that's one of my secret horror tricks. Don't worry. See, he played it without
dead.
Butter up, which means it'll die immediately.
Well, yeah, it has Chop and Sunder.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So-
how would you get that? He's 1 point shy from clearing it completely.
Oh god, that's really bad here because you kind of have to kill it with Scooter. You don't want to give Antibens 5 health.
Yeah, that's a 10-point swing because of a 1 point nerf to a card's damage.
Thank you, Coulter. We deserve this. Sunder has been bullying guards for too long.
Sunder keeps like the turn 2 Sworn Oni in check, but now nobody really likes playing it. They just play it because you still have to.
And so what is... Like, you do it, right? You have to get rid of that.
Yeah, you have to.
Mm,
Like literally, my
Sure.
second game with Urban was decided because I played out of Dracomantium. He could not clear.
oh no, he's actually giving him the swing.
I think he wants to hold on to it. Maybe try and get Gemini going because he noticed that he
Well-
wasn't able to clear it last turn.
Admittedly, like, yeah, Antibens deck, since it's a very, Etherwhale deck, it runs very few units, so a 1-2 with armor is really annoying. And of course, if Nomad ever needs to draw cards, he can just pass 2 mana, and he draws a card.
It's also just helpful that none of his removal tools really can answer that efficiently. Like, he can whisk it away, that'd be good. Eradicate is 1 for 1.
You feel bad about having to eradicate a Scooter.
Yeah, that'd be pretty silly. Urban might be looking at a reinforced play next turn.
It's
Brimstone
probably a play. You play Brimstone and Reinforce and hope it's enough, because
Yeah.
I don't think Gemini... Oh, wait.
Ah, my god.
Oh, there goes that.
Well,
Well-
their hand is...
well-
It kind of sucks, but it really slows down Andromeda and Electron, which are, the things you want to end the game with.
I am not sure Urban can get enough tempo to clear out this game anymore.
It's really hard now.
Yeah.
Probably not, but we'll have to see. You have to cheer... Well, we don't have to cheer him on, but you do have to, give him the benefit of the doubt.
I am
Maybe.
cheering for Urban. I want Foxfang to succeed. I just don't like the odds, if I'm being realistic.
Don't be realistic, then. That's an option. Make them have it.
This is the second time we've seen Ill Will just absolutely stuff a hand. I'm running it too. Maybe I should swap to Iris just to have that Ill Will.
What
I
would be
mean,
done?
Iris as a tempo deck with Ill Will does sound really good. I remember
Oh.
playing that kind of deck before.
Yeah, it's a great theme. You turn 1 is Nico. Okay, you can't answer that efficiently. turn to Ill Will. Now your hand sucks.
I don't know
Alternatively,
about
great.
turn to ill will seems bad. Why would you do this?
Turn
You
to
would do
Ill
it, I guess, if
Green
your
Will-
opponent played like flasked a bunch of units, you do it and then you force them to deal with the hex. But ill willing 4 cards doesn't seem very exciting.
But it's their only 4 cards, and they have like 2 mana.
And they have the lowest mana they'll have in the game at that point.
They literally cannot play anything out of their hand.
Well, that's a spicy borderline.
Say 4 mana heal 8. Okay. Fun fact.
We have leave it at home.
Strike down. Strike down's actually going to be useful here.
Yeah, it is. You play Brimstone Strike down probably.
Preferably, we get something. We can use that light to maybe hit Glorious Mane. I don't know if that's worth it though. I don't pilot Mira too much.
Gets a water spell?
Water Rune, Icy Touch.
Icy touch.
Which is really nice.
Knowledge.
Mhm.
Zap.
Changing Ghost Duster to lowest cost spell really improved the card a lot. So you can,
That improves most cards, honestly.
Yeah.
yeah, consistency.
Anything that gives you control, even if it's worse out of deck because you're drawing from the bottom, anything that gives you control probably makes the card better. Even Casket, Casket got changed because it was too high roll, but the change made it a more efficient card.
I literally said at the time that unless you're playing the stupid Hydrix deck, that it was a buff.
Yep.
Like
It was funny. It was funny that I could actually read when my Casket had Bruno in it.
Mhm.
I've gotten people with the Casket Iron Shell exactly twice, and it's felt amazing.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. You wanted a turn? No.
Jenkins coming in hot with the heels. Gemini is still 1 turn away. Jackrabbit.
Antibens knows exactly when that Gemini is coming down.
I think Calvary's the play.
I know
Yeah,
exactly.
Cavalry strike down Brimstone.
Like, strike down Brimstone. Strike down Brimstone is sad because you can't play heavy calf, though.
No, you can. 4 plus 5 equals 9.
Oh yeah, you're right. I thought, yeah, you're correct.
Math.
Yeah, that seems like a fair play.
It seems like his
Strike.
best available play.
Yes. You need to set up for Gemini, so might as well play some Duders. Get rid of Jack.
He doesn't really
So
have the best answers to Cavalry in his deck. Antibens doesn't. Save your turn, man. Get your turn.
Hmm.
Um,
That's interesting.
what?
Gonna ignore Jack.
What?
Yeah, I'm not
Real
fond of that.
questionable.
Not a fan of that.
Like, Jackrabbit gives quest out, right? That's what it does right now.
Yeah, it gives
But
quest.
lead. The problem is that the cavalry has lead.
And Ghost Duster is already dead.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's no longer quest.
This is also the Titanic turn. So,
Do you
Having-
think Titanic's coming down?
if he's holding it and I was playing, I would drop yep. Because you can
Yeah,
see his
honestly,
left hand, he has no good answer to Titanic. That's when you play Titanic.
Andromeda and Strike Down kills it.
Yeah.
He can kill it with I Spy.
I Spy strike down the revenge. Yeah. So Titanic happens there. And now he's already played Dracomantium. Ruaf should be coming down, not next turn, but the one after, along with its removal spell, probably.
Oh, you can draw I Spy. But
Antibens,
you can still clear it with Claw Swipe.
yeah.
Andromeda
clear in
has.
hand.
Remember, Andromeda has like a snap trap. It doesn't need to play any weirder cards. You just play for Andromeda and
Yeah.
strike down.
He had it, no need to draw. Oh, he can still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he just wanted to see his draws first.
I thought he didn't have enough mana, that makes sense.
Tell you what, I'm
Wait.
getting nervous about him losing his turn. He's going to use light here.
You use Claw Swipe.
What?
Mm.
Nomad.
Nomad!
Nomad got
Nomad, I'm sorry, you're choking.
No.
It's
Nomad,
it's a
no.
bit.
No!
No, Mad.
No!
Urban, yes,
Well-
mad.
Urban, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Oof.
What did we accomplish with that play?
You played Brimstone.
Damn it, you know
can
what?
get hit for 11.
As I was going to say, the math that Antibens needs to work out here is that he still has Amaruaf, Mengelong, Geode, I believe Arcadium Mask, and Miss Aya in his deck.
Yeah.
Urban still has Geode, Gemini, and one other thing. Geode has lead, so he'll have to remove that with like either a Doomsday or a Seal of Doom or a Waterline.
There's
or
a
something.
Thunder in Antiben's hand.
Right. So Geode is pretty much already taken care of. So all that means that's left is he has to have some way to clear out the Gemini plus whatever it's buffing. If he can do that, Urban
You don't
has-
need to clear out the Gemini if you don't let your opponent have units.
Yeah, but eventually
That-
there comes a point where Gemini is
Mask
played.
comes down.
Not
The idea of playing Mask into Geode is such
Yeah.
a.
this.
It is honestly kind of a power move.
Rapidly becoming scuffed. Okay, Brimstone into Titanic, most likely.
Oh boy.
And Gemini, maybe Antibounce is just saying, I know that, like, I have Doomsday in hand, so, like, I'm just going to rush you down because you have no healing.
Imagine not being Wiz and not having access to Seal of Doom.
I know,
I
man.
mean,
Every
you,
day I ask
you
myself
could have
that.
access to like Maelstrom. Oh, Maelstrom's Agi, right?
Yeah, for 7 mana.
Burninate then.
Yes, for 6 mana. And it doesn't even pierce the barrier.
He needs Extinction Event.
The Seal of Doom.
Here. So here's the fun game. Do we clear the Geode so that way Arcadium Mask can go off? Or do we clear Arcadium Mask so that way
You
Geode...
definitely clear Stadium Mask. That seems
Yeah.
like the highlight
Yeah.
card.
That seems like
You
the
don't-
better thing, but he still has a Geode.
I mean, Geode
Leaving
kind of
Mask is
slows
so
down.
risky.
Geode kind of slows anti-vents down as well. So I guess anti-vents can
No.
always cash it in.
Sunder
Always
plus
just run it into
5/5
Grim.
armor is pretty big.
Geode's a funny unit.
watch Whiskaway come out and just annihilate that Brimstone.
Geode is one of those cards that slowly got buffed every patch until it became good. And oh, it happened.
Yeah,
I
because-
blinked and it happened.
You can clear with either your face or Jikinsu. He's probably going to clear with face, because if he's clearing with Jikinsu, he would have put that damage into it.
He's not gonna clear it. Okay, there he is. He is gonna.
Yeah, what does he care? He's got 15 health. He can see half of Urban's hand.
The fun part is that like Urban can play Andromeda, use Snap Trap, and then use Claw Swipe to get rid of Geode.
Everything is cost increased.
Yeah, I think he still has mana. It costs 11 or like 12.
13.
No, it's 5 plus 3 plus 4. He can do it.
5 plus 3 plus 5. Claw swipe
Oh,
is cost.
it's ill-willed.
Ill
Right.
Will for the carry. Just removed those cards from being good this game. More.
Oh,
The 5 mana Glorious Mane. And there we have it.
Yep, that's game.
He couldn't play Andromeda,
yeah. Couldn't he
Trap,
play
and
the
I
Geode?
Spy.
We go into game 3.
I suppose he could have.
Like, that would have killed the Geode.
The flex.
Flex.
He's like,
Touch
just in
this.
case you thought it was close. No, it wasn't.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
It's always nice to see the game 3.
For sure.
It just gives me more data to show how stupid Wisdom is.
It's fine. There's always a prism. Like, there's always, a faction that everyone hates in every card game. That's how it works.
Yes. Wisdom
Like
is
Dog Pound.
yeah.
In
exactly.
Magic, it's blue. In Gwent, it's Nilfgaard. In Skyweaver, it's Wisdom. It's simple as that.
Because those groups are designed to be uninteractive.
Going to game 3, I'm probably not going to see any deck changes anymore.
I wouldn't change if I was Antibens.
I don't know, man. Like, you won the game consistently. The fact that we can see Urban's hand and see how often his removal speed is bricked against Antibens deck gives Antibens an advantage.
Yeah, it's just free card advantage.
Does seem like he's considering changing decks.
I could see the Zoe deck, but his Zoe is a bit slower, I think, than what it would need to be. Naka could be interesting. I was unaware going into my games about how consistent Nakamoto has gotten, because like a light into Tempest Brew is just guaranteed. So anyone hear any good jokes lately?
Oxfang.
You used all 5 of your brain cells to put that one together.
I'm sorry.
By the way, Gina Reno, when are you swapping over to the dark side?
Never.
Bruh,
GPG for life.
that can be arranged.
I honestly kind of want to start my own gang.
You know what? As long as you're not Dog Pound, I'll be happy. Take the Halcyon. Take the Halcyon. And then you can, like, alight into the main.
I would love to see more
Getting-
guys in the game.
I do not like Suit Up early in this deck. The odds of it hitting, like, a Geode or a Gemini or a Cavalry this early where it just doesn't provide value are too great for me. I would have just taken
Those
Gladiator.
Those aren't so bad to hit, are they?
Those are not bad hits. Those will be hits that would be very helpful later in the game. But in this matchup, I think it's more important to get that value early.
Yeah, you
No.
don't want to play Suit Up and then cash it in like 7 turns later. You want it on like a 3-drop.
Yeah.
That's true. The stats are more effective on lower stated units too.
Oh, certainly.
It's like when
One
you
I
play
really feel
turn
like-
1 Suit Up, then you get the turn 2 Howl Guys. That's when you know you're cooking.
One of the biggest problems with my Hork deck, admittedly, is that I need to run Suit Up to have that insurance against dusting, but there's always that risk that I'll hit like Dracomantium or Titanic and it's turn 2. Which just turns into a dead card. I would just drop Halcyon here.
I don't know. I feel like Gladiator. Because the Gladiator
Yeah.
sticks, which is likely. You get the
You
Golden
really should
Mane
go for
and you
tempo
can do
here.
the thing.
Yeah,
Play
yeah.
for...
Because previously we've seen he's had trouble clearing his armor units at this stage in the game. Game 1, Scooter Gladiator stuck board for quite a while.
So we just have to see if Antibens has the Whisk. If they don't have Whisk, we see a very
come on, do
really
it.
very
I'll just-
good
Whisk,
Golden
Incinerate,
Mane.
Eradicate.
I don't think Antibens runs Incinerate.
He could, hypothetically, if he's holding the right cards, Eldritch Lore up into Ill Will.
That would be... well, no, yeah, it will destroy the board. Holy crap. I forget that Ill Will has that other effect.
Yeah, where it just kills your board entirely.
This is why people need to start running Lead Goblet as a counter.
Lead Goblet's amazing. You just do it, hit him. You can't touch this guy.
Can we just give it like Banner or something? Just literally anything.
It was too good at 2, and it was too good with Banner. Like
I think
we
Banner would be a
can't.
good idea.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not
Be
fun
okay
about the
with
salvage.
Banner now because there are faster decks now. Not sure how it was before, but
Yeah. Picking something the meta has sped up, so this is probably okay.
I mean, Dirge is 4 cost now.
Yeah. How is
Dirge went back to 4.
I've been running it in Zoe with Deadbeats and Rave, but I think it's a bit too much.
Yeah, that sounds clunky.
Yeah, it's,
You can do 6
yeah,
cost,
you could really
like,
brick from it.
+2, or whatever Rave and Dirge is together at 6 cost. It kind of annihilates their board and buffs yours. So -2 and +2.
You know what Zoe does have that nobody ever runs? You can play Teenage Witch into Deadbeats, and then that just becomes a lot of mana.
I very rarely see Teenage Witch, and I don't know why. Because conceptually, it is a broken card.
He's
It's
amazing.
actually a
Not
good
saying
combo.
that. Not saying that it is strong, that it is overpowered. Just conceptually, the effect of cash in your creatures for mana is really strong.
Oh yeah, he's amazing in Zoe.
First Ether Whale in this set, eventually, if Antibens makes it, because that Gladiator doesn't look like he's gonna slow down. You'd think he'd play for... Yeah, CTA, get whatever comes out and play Halcyon.
What's the Earth draw here?
Boss Wipe?
Earth.
Honestly, it may be
Earth.
worth burning Claw Swipe. Like, it was in the
Yeah.
hand the entire time last game. Like, I would get rid of that.
Yeah, just play for Ghost Duster.
I would have started that turn with Suit Up.
Play the Ghost
No, I
Sister.
think going for the 1-drop made sense, but it didn't pay off.
Yeah, I guess I don't know which other ones he has.
He
Mm.
still,
Antibens has Burnate.
he's got his cat
Quest
on the...
comes down and
yes.
heals for, I guess.
4 mana, heal 8.
Mom,
We
we
got
have
Libra at home.
Up, strike down.
Someone needs to make that meme.
I did it, actually, like a long time ago. It's on the channel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What meme are we making?
Mom, can we have Libra at home? And can we have Libra? And no, we have Libra at home. And this is the Libra
One
at home.
possible play is Ghost Duster into Chop or Strike Down. Yeah.
It'll hit strike down first. He can do that with Tempest Brew. Wait, no, that doesn't add up.
No, it doesn't add up. Could
He can
just
super
play
strike
for he can't play the cost yet, so he can just play for heavy cavalry and just get in, sacrifice Halcyon.
I think he really wants the Halcyon alive because Antibens he doesn't really have good spell options to remove that.
Yeah,
Honestly-
but like you can't help it here. You're short 1 mana, so might as well just develop the board and put another annoying unit.
Yeah. He doesn't have the ramp in hand, although Ether Whale is coming down next turn, and I'm not sure how we're going to deal with that.
Manglong could also be dangerous here. Just play for Manglong and use the Waking Dream on it.
Yeah, got that banner on it too.
Wait, Manglong has a Waking Dream has banner now?
No, not Waking Dream, but the body of Menglong does.
Oh,
Because whenever people were tired of it at 8 mana, coming down on turn 2 every game, it got +1 cost banner.
okay, fair.
Very fair.
I'm not saying it's a fair card, just that it's a fair treat.
It is the only
Sunder
I do not care for.
is not enough. You're gonna have to spend a knife or a sap. Spends a knife.
Why would he... Menglong is in his hand. Otherwise, he would have played out the Zap instead of the knives. Which means he's probably...
No, I think you play this. Then the sap is 1 health, and like the entire Mira deck has armor. So why are you gonna keep knives? Sap can be used to heal.
Here.
Oh boy. You kind of have to do that. You just kind of hit her, and then it's a trap.
That's not...
You
good.
can't let Aya get away with that.
Yeah, you gotta clear it.
You know, we already know what he's going to play next turn.
I mean, yes, we are. We do. We know it's coming, but what can you do?
Try.
Because if you don't kill Aya, you just like place her gift and just leave that for later. Might as well make them other well. Manglong and the Morath. Morath seems like it just ended the game there.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think Nomad has an answer to the Morath. Remember, kids, run Mortal Blow. It's a good card.
You can't play Mortal Blow in this freaking hyper aggro no units meta. Everything is either
Yes,
like...
you can. You have to. Every deck has like 1 big tutor. You use it on their 1 big tutor and feel good about yourself.
This is a tough board to clear for Nomad.
Oh, that's a big Gemini.
It's not gonna do much this game.
I mean, it could, but it won't.
Let's say, hypothetically speaking, you play Gemini. Well, looks like I now need to beat Antibens. I'll just say.
Yes. Good luck.
This is why I play Horic. Because I can Titanic through that crap. Urban, you were doing so good.
Does Amora stop Titanic?
Nope. Nope.
Good.
Unjust made that mistake in the previous Turf War. The ordering for any units in the game currently follows play effects, aura effects, summon effects. Which means that if you play a Titanic into something like a Fly Guy, because Fly Guy has a 2 clause, Fly Guy will not be able to hex your Titanic. Similarly, Titanic will completely butcher through Amaruaf before it's able to root it, because the play effect resolves before the aura effect does. However, something like Queen of Jacks, because she was on board when Titanic was played, will still play her Jack.
Also today I watched a short of Titanic, and it still does its play effect, but then the next turn it can't attack, because it's still dazed, unless they remove the daze.
Yeah, it's because Daze is a sunrise effect.
There's nothing that returns to hands and gives roots. That would be pretty interesting.
I think there used to be, and I'm not sure. No, I don't think there used to be.
That seems like a pretty fine design space. We'll probably see that soon. Yeah, Urban is crying for his Sunder right now. As his whole hand stands ill-willed, he simply asks, "Is this why we are here?" simply to suffer.
Suffer at the hands of ill will.
The hardest of carries.
I can feel my hand, even though it's not there.
Nope, you don't even get your zaps. Screw off.
Oh boy.
Even if he played Reinforced there, Antibens had a pretty easy clear on it, which would have just been 13 points of face damage, plus whatever.
It would be nice if he had Encapsulate or Mortal Blow or something.
Encapsulate would certainly be helpful in this deck.
I don't know, because you want your a light to hit the very important cells, so that gets in the way.
It does get in the way.
It's always a consideration.
So yeah, Mortal Blow, I would use Mortal Blow over Encapsulate just because it doesn't get in the way of a light.
Yeah, it's also just a slow card.
Looks like the game's over.
It does sure look like it.
The out of deck Ether Whale, you don't even have to play it.
You do have to play it. You don't have to put it in your deck.
You don't have to run it. Sacrifice yourself to the dragon, Urban. At least give him that.
No, resist. Die on your feet.
I mean, it is a dragon. Like, credit where credit is due.
There it is. The dinosaur is more interesting than the dragon.
Oh, shut up. Ah, brutal.
Look, man, dragons are just what people came up with when they found dinosaurs.
And they're way better.
Of course they're way better, because they don't exist. That they have to be better. We made them better.
Yeah. So sad for Urban. He could have had
Hey,
freaking duo.
anyways, so
Congrats to
the
Antibens.
fate of the universe rests in this match, Bacon.
Wish you luck.
Yeah.
Let me just check if Antibens needs some time. Well, we watched 3 very nice games. I really enjoyed them.
Going to game 3 2 times now. Hopefully, we get to see this one more time.
Looks like Antibens needs 5 minutes, so let's give him that 5 minutes. Shall we take another 5 minutes break till they get ready?
Whichever you prefer. Or whatever the crowd prefers. I don't know. There's too much delay to ask them.
Yeah, definitely. Since he needs 5 minutes of break, let's give that break, and I'll see you in 5. Hello everyone, we're back now with Antibens versus JustAddbacon games. Looks like Antibens is going to play the Invest deck.
Okay, so I have a question, important one.
Yes.
Let's assume that the match goes 2-1 in favor of Bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Who wins? Who gets eliminated? Because
So, if Bacon wins 2-0, I'm not totally sure, but the Antibens should be eliminated. We're gonna see the final results on the table. I can update them, by the way, and maybe simulate it to see what's gonna happen. It's always risky to have 3 people groups. I always prefer 4,
yeah.
but unfortunately the groups are 3.
Oh, we're going to continue to see Titus here, apparently.
Oh, he changed.
Yeah, we were. Oh no, here it is.
It's a must.
Here's the big boy.
I was really looking forward to see the Invest deck, because he's playing it all the time in the ladder, and he almost played like over 250 games with it. He must be an expert with the deck.
Yeah, Invest as a combo deck is probably more exciting than the traditional, ODK decks with Iris.
Yeah.
Especially because it doesn't need to win with the combo usually. It just needs to, even if you can't invest for 99 against a fair deck that runs out of gas, you can just wisdom them basically.
Just a second, Antibens is texting me. So, it looks like he's using an old Discord version in his second device. He can access to the chat to start the game. Let me help them for a second. Alright, looks like we're solving the issue. The game is about to start soon. Alright, there, Queen.
Okay. Game should be starting now. You think Bacon probably bringing Horek against?
Yeah, he was.
So again, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the Horek against Titus because again we established that Bacon's deck relies a lot more on board wipes rather than hard removal.
That's right.
I think
Titus doesn't have many units, so I'm not totally sure.
Maybe the plan is just you're playing Horek, you're playing all these floaty units, annoy him with the removal, with Eclipse and Crystal and the like, and eventually you just undragon him twice or whatever.
Yeah, but still, I believe Antibens deck has an advantage over the Horek one, because it has lots of removal and touch the sky.
Yeah, I'm agreeing here.
And he can also use the mask to cast lots of spells at the end to turn the game.
Oh yeah, mask is thing.
But
mask give it, mask take it away. It's a matter of I played wait. What's happening here? Just
Looks like they couldn't agree on the code.
Oh, so like Bacon just wants to have home field advantage.
Yes, like they are both in the same team, but Bacon feels better with that.
Yeah, wait, Antibens is Fox?
Antibens is actually like impartial.
Like he's in the
At least
team.
Yeah.
last
but,
week, so.
Yeah, Antibens, I'm not sure. I'm basically, I got I have a mercenary contract with the Dog Pound.
yeah.
It's kind of how it works. Yikes! What's that sound?
Let
Okay,
me mute
please
the stream.
accept. Oh boy. Okay, so it is working. It is a Horic. Horic
Finally,
versus
they're playing.
Titus. Oh boy. Yeah, might want to mute the.
Yeah, I muted the stream.
Okay, good. So hands. Show them hands. I see a Menglong and I see an Ill-Will. That's very good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute this. Mute. Noise suppression.
Like
Where's the sound? I can't find the sound on my phone.
maybe at the
I'm
right
gonna
upper
leave
corner.
the stream while I'll sort this out for a moment.
Okay.
Can't find that. Oh, I think I found it.
Great.
This should be it. No. Oh, it's sorted itself out at some point, so it's fine.
So, Antibens hand. Doesn't look like the best hand, but still not the worst.
Question is, does he punch that?
Looks like he's
Looks
going
like
to.
he. Illwill's pretty nasty here.
He's going for salvage.
Surprised that he doesn't go for it.
He could actually.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Still can't sort out the sound thing.
Interesting choice. I think I would have.
Can you hear me,
used
by the way?
Zap instead.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
Were you able to
Right.
mute the stream?
Output. Breath. Noise suppression. Video.
Maybe I can just text Antibens.
Well, I guess he was going for
mute the stream.
Guess he was going for the Mengalone play.
The Bacon got rewarded
Oh.
by his suit up. Seeing that he was complaining about, oh yeah, I get it badly sometimes. Either way, would you Menglong this, or did you just chop? Feel bad about chopping.
Wow, both sizes, pretty large hand sizes.
Yeah, but Antibens has some cards that don't really have substance. I lost connection to the games. Oh gosh.
Oh no. Reload can save
Well,
him.
coming right back.
Oh, that's great.
It bounced right back. Well, you could play for Jihad here. I think Jihad annoys Bacon. Very much so.
Definitely will annoy him.
Or you could play Ill Will, which will, it's more effective in the player matchup. Because Jihad objectively hurts Bacon, but Ill Will hurts him psychologically. Going for the Eradicate is to not have to deal with Skeeter.
Bacon doesn't really have an answer after he uses Sunder on Minglong unless he doesn't have it.
And I still can't figure out how to mute the stream on my phone. I'm gonna actually have to Google this.
I texted the Antibens to make the volume 0, but I don't know if you saw that. The Yellow is coming, and now Bacon is playing with the open hand. And I must say, it was a really nice ill will to that hand. So what would you do in there? Like, go for Geode, probably?
See.
Wow, I wouldn't want to be in the spot of Bacon. Look at his cost of the cards in his hand.
You really just gave everything +2.
Yeah. Like, it makes it unplayable. You can play 2 cards at the same time.
You guys can call me crazy here, but I'm thinking that he could possibly try to just temple the board down and try to kill him while his cards are just bricked.
So we'll see.
Like, he goes for Aya, and then he clears the Eclipse with... Oh, that's not going to happen now. Oh, it actually could now because the Funeral Moon's going.
Wow, that actually help Antibens. I wonder if the swap solved the problem. is not around.
I for one think that he could possibly go for like a Light Ranger play and just clear the Cleo and her mummy.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Can do that. Wow, he's really taking his time. Classic Antibens.
Interesting that he decides to use his Thunder now.
So, Swap texted me. He's gonna go back to his computer. When we check the Bacon's deck, he runs the Dracomantium, so as you mentioned earlier, Thunder could have been much useful to that.
Bacon could possibly just get nutty value with Opal Golem, because if that dies, then he can just Phoenix Plume it back, and then that'll be another death trigger.
Oh yeah.
So at the very least, he'll be getting another -2 cost, and he plays that again and gets that killed, and that's -3. And then his hand will just be a lot more flexible.
Yeah. It's really good card against the Ill Will. Like without Ill Will, the Opal Golem is all still very good.
Yeah. Because with that, Bacon's really going to be counting on his guards.
Like Draco has now 11 health, so he can clear that with Titanic.
He could.
Good.
It's just that.
Just sacrifice the golem now. Oh, he's doing what you said.
Looks like he's sticking to his golem play.
I'm checking if he runs Mortal Blow for an easy kill. Looks like he doesn't have that.
Oh wow, he can go for Cause Wrath.
Oh yeah, can do that. I guess you attack first, then you play the Wrath. That was a mistake in there. Or he may just wanted to save some life to the Draco.
I think it was fine. Oh. Yeah, that's not really looking good for Bacon. Okay, things are looking a bit better. But he can still... Antibens can still clear with Banner.
And we're getting the out of the Gather Whale. And he plays it instantly.
Titanic would be really good here.
Yeah, certainly. But can Titanic attack when it gets roots from Amara?
Yeah, I can. So what happens is Titanic's effect is a play effect, so it's going to trigger before Amarulaf gets a chance to put roots
that's
on him.
Alright, thanks. Oh, there he is. Well, yeah, some Antibens is fine with that. He can just play the spell. Sacrifice it and get another one.
Oh wow.
The demon pack.
Bacon doesn't really have much hard removal, so that's good for Antibens. It might get like a Grave Royal or like a Mortal Blow if Bacon ODs it, so that he can play his Titanic, just have it on board.
Mortal Blow would be very useful for him. Ah, that's his favorite thing, bringing back the Titanic from grave. So what can maybe you can send the one cost unit back to deck, sacrifice your own unit and kill the lowest cost units, which will be the dragon.
Okay, I'm back here.
Oh,
Is
welcome
this-
back.
This is still
Welcome
game
back.
1. I can see that it's still game 1.
Yes, it is. It's taking some time.
Interesting. I mean, we expected this.
Yeah. It's really a
So
duel.
that's good hydrate. Like, Titanic isn't even bad here. Just you probably can just get rid of Draco with the Waterline. No way, you can't, because that's not what Waterline does. Sends back Bacon gets his hero armor, which is nice. So I see Antibens already had his.
By the way,
Not
to let you know, he already used the Titanic and brought it back.
I could see
Probably
him
gonna
playing
see it second
Titanic to just eat these units.
Yeah, you can Titanic here pretty okay. Yep. 12. This is the second Titanic.
Yeah.
And plays nothing else, which is bold. Like,
Well, it's
Antibens
control,
can...
so it's a control matchup. So maybe it's not as
Antibens can... Okay, but we won't have a control matchup as legendary as the ones we had in the last league, where like
Yeah,
the first 5 turns nothing happened.
Nothing can beat Axel versus Axel.
Oh, definitely.
No, it was a Titus mirror. Remember, that's the game
Titus?
where
Oh,
yeah, someone scorched themselves to play Libra.
Yeah.
oh, you're talking about that match.
So
Kind of sad to see him draw Shogun here because he's kind of useless right now.
I mean, here's the thing though, not many cards are useful right now. So saying that Shogun is useless is kind of like, sure, it is, but what can you do? Like, Antibens has a really big Elder Glore in case he can like manipulate it to get something good out of it, but I don't know what that could be.
Probably the next card is Sky Channel, the 8 cost.
Has Bacon shown his on dragons? I don't think he wants to show them with TDS still around. Oh, here's the on dragon. On dragon pack to get back Titanic. That's not gonna look nice on your resume though. Antibens can't really touch this guy because if you touch this guy, he goes back to 16 health, and that's not a place you want to be in. Doomsday looks as good as ever though.
burning in on Doomsday maybe. Still ain't gonna save him totally, but
I mean, why
That's
would you
something.
burn him, mate? You just need Doomsday.
the Titanic and Dragon's still gonna stay alive.
No, it won't. It's Doomsday. It's not. We're not talking about Seal of Doom here. We're
Oh,
talking about Doomsday.
Yeah.
Like it will add like 5 more cards to Bacon's deck, which is actually not a bad thing for him. Apparently, going for something like Cryogen Burning Knight, which makes some sense. Yep, just conserves, keeps his hard removal. Like, look at that hand. That hand could trade with another entire hand. And I'm still not sure what Antibens is holding on that Elder Glore for. Tempo Chainstorm. Tempo Chill. That's kind of sad. Is this
Well-
Antibens plan now? Just break him.
Bacon gonna need a lot to save him.
Ifrit. I don't think you want to do that.
No.
That is literally a card you don't want to play. I mean, at least currently Bacon has armor and Antibens doesn't, though. He's gonna fix that with Eldritch Lore. I think that gives you like Sky Aura or whatever Sky Channel is called.
Sky
I
Channel.
think. I think it gives you Sky Channel. And, like Sky Channel's fine. It's a pot of greed.
Yeah, it is.
Feels bad. It feels bad, but this entire situation feels bad. Like Antibens is winning. We can see it in his hand, but it doesn't feel like he's winning.
Yeah,
or at least
definitely situation can be
it's
like that.
it's gonna take a while, but he'll get there unless Bacon gets something that. Oh, that Ifrit! I don't like that Ifrit. Oh boy, playing with fire, literally. Wait.
Ooh.
Way to die. Well, at least the Ifrit's likely to sit unless Bacon top stack the Mortal Blow, or less charitably a Sultant.
I feel like
Nightmare.
it's a pretty bad Ifrit for Antibens because he
Yeah.
loses the touch the
It
sky.
is really risky if it dies, but also an Ifrit with dice is really hard to kill. Who would have thunk it?
One of the boldest moves I haven't seen. Oh,
Grave Royal! The big boys. Mommy draws a bunch of cards, Eclipse, probably an Elderwood, Brimstone, Casket, discards the board wipes.
The Grave
Okay.
Royal was in the Bacon's deck, so Antibens knew that he's gonna play it.
Oh boy. Well, Antibens did get some good cards out of it, but he loses Touch the Sky and Doomsday. So he's gonna have to, get this Mother Mander to get through. I don't know, has Bacon spent Funeral yet?
Not sure. Maybe not.
It's
You haven't.
oh boy, so yeah, Antibens is kind of the Ifrits was a really bad idea.
Yeah, definitely it was a really bad idea. I guess you forgot about that Grey Royal. And he assumed that he doesn't have any removal.
Yeah, counting on Bacon's deck having mostly board wipes rather than hard removal.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50.
I'm pretty sure if Bacon still has a Fun Moon, though admittedly Bacon's still low, but he does have like 9 cards, so One of those cards should fix it. There's a fun moon.
Now we might see things getting turned. And with the Wishiwa, it's very possible.
Big heals. Doesn't seem to be able to clear the Mander. Oh, now you can. Oh, doesn't clear it, but it does, you know, put a big dent on it. Oh, use it? Wait, he used it on... Oh,
Oh,
there's a
that's
Soul Taunt.
really good move.
Okay, so there's a... Oh, that's not very useful. There's a BTAC for the Moltenus, so... And Bacon can just cash in these mummies into it for health. AOL Soul Taunt, that's kind of funny.
He can clear
I
most of
think
the board with
at-
the potion.
I think at least Antibens has time on his side. Like, these units aren't really that threatening.
Yeah.
He's only like taking 4 from them.
Yeah, Volcanic right now just destroys the board, but also heals Bacon for like 8-9 because of Ishiva. It deals 2 now. So yeah, doesn't even kill AOL. TNT is an awkward card to have here, but at least it'll hopefully turn a 1-drop into a decent unit. Firesword gives Fury. See if Bacon can clear a 2/5 with shield. Oh, Moral.
Interesting that he ends up using Moral Blow on that after keeping it.
I
Or unless he
mean,
just
yeah, he just
contact
really
it,
wanted. He really wanted to cycle with the Fury, and given that he has BTAC in his hand, he can probably feel Whoa! Poor AOL. Does so much and then gets, you know, that done to him. Well, if he rips, Amorath is not in, but those are some big units because, you know, cashing in Anima is right now very inconsequential. You just pay 4. When you have 18 mana, paying 4 doesn't sound like a lot. Or do you play for Moltenus? Like, well, you don't play for Moltenus because Antibens can literally see the BTAC coming. He needs to force that out somehow by using these Earth units or...
Yeah, that's the best strategy.
continuing to hold on. It's...
maybe you can twist and turn into like a Root Hog from one of these two. It's one of these.
Okay, twist and turn on that is reasonable. Jacko. Oh, it's a witch.
Oh yeah.
The witch is good for
Problem
Bacon.
is he's getting draw from that.
Yeah, the fact that Vishiva has shield and Bacon has shield and armor is very annoying to Antibens at the moment. Get some Mushka.
I'm thinking what Earth units he can get. What he can roll. Maybe he can get... not sure, let's check.
Bacon can also get a Root Hog out of that.
Yeah, that's possible.
Also, Bacon can get a Morath. Or the Morath Wisdom, I
I'm
forget.
on wisdom.
Morath is Wisdom. Gets Cast Wrath.
Bacon can get Tritra or Hydrix maybe. Oh, it's choosing
Ooh, Blaze of Glory. Haven't seen that one. Doesn't get much out of it yet, though, and does override the Fate. Fun guy. Sea Mage. Well, doesn't look like you have many outs here. You play for Molteness, and it becomes sad because there's a BTAC right there waiting for you. Clear the
Unfortunately, Bacon
Mushkas.
has the perfect counter.
Yep.
If he wants to just hope on the slight off chance that he draws something to help deal with the board, then he could just play nothing. Like he could like draw into.
Yeah, but Bacon draws 2 cards, has a Witch with Lifesteal, which is the problem here. Like Bacon has Lifesteal at the moment, and that's all he needs. Unless Bacon feels like if Bacon overextends, looking for blood. Oh, Garuda.
Garuda is really nice.
Got less strong unit. If Bacon overextends here, spends the BTAC just to try and get both the Fury and the healing, then he has a shot. He does. Spends the BTAC. But again, I think like these units are too chunky to care about Molteness anymore. And even then, Antibens is at 5. Yeah, like you get to Mortal, like Bishiva, and then you play Molteness, and the game keeps going. But then now Bacon has 23 health and Antibens has 4, and it's probably gone now.
It's
20 turn game.
Wow.
I was concerned when I was changing my device. I was concerned that I was going to make it late to the second game, but
Yeah, that's not possible.
it's not possible when
In
the
Skyweaver it's not possible.
The 2 chunkiest men, battle it out.
Yeah. Like when Antibens had the Twisted Hand, which had lots of removals, I was assuming he's going to win, but that Ifrit really ruined him.
I'm not fond of the Ifrit. Yeah.
Yeah, same. Like that Ifrit really gave the game to the Bacon. And congrats to the Bacon. It's 1-0 now. Like the game lasted like half an hour, 40 minutes.
Oh, game 1 goes to Bacon.
So I wonder if they're gonna change.
For our, to be merciful to us.
I'm almost sure that Bacon is not gonna change. But let's see.
You're back. Going to take a quick nap.
Okay. So let's see, he's not starting the game. Are they too tired? Let me tell them they can start. So while we're waiting them to start, let's remind the ones in the chat that we're gonna have the quarterfinals tomorrow. We're gonna see the winners at the end of the stream, winner of the groups, and we will have the quarterfinals tomorrow at 2 p.m. EST. Then finals on the Sunday, again at 2 p.m. EST. Don't forget to join us. And thanks everyone for joining today. Swapko will be there again. Euphrat also will join. We'll see if we're gonna have any other surprise guests. And the game is ready.
Here we go again. We see Iris come out.
Oh my. I wasn't expecting that.
We see Bacon unleashing his anger after having to endure wisdom for 20 turns. He decides, I'm going to endure wisdom for half that time, even if it means playing wisdom.
Before the game start, he was mentioning that he wants to get a nap. He wants the game to end quickly. So, looks like he wants to end this game quickly with an aggressive deck. But I always find it interesting that when you win with the deck, in general, I don't prefer changing it.
Maybe he thought like it was a fluke because, let's face it, Ifrit game won him the game.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
it wasn't like I'm not gonna count on this again. I'm just gonna play a deck that's
Yeah, that's totally
got a
right.
good matchup. I have to recognize Antibens has a pretty decent hand in the sense that he can play turn 2 for draw or for eradicate, and then turn 3 goes straight into Aya for the ramp. Then you have turn 4 Ill Will to cover yourself.
Yeah.
Thinking through the possibilities using the first turn timer.
Another thing making this game longer is actually Antibens always using the timer till the end.
I mean, it's a good idea, and
It's
sadly, Skyweaver, most card games nowadays have a system where if you don't use your timer early, you get more time later. And that's a pretty good system.
oh,
Also, Bacon just letting the Fury resolve is bold. Just not spending the eradicate here. It's gonna let the Fury happen.
yeah, that's very risky.
Yeah, Nico. Bacon talking about how Nico is absurd right now because it has 1 power. And I mean, yeah, Nico was useless with 0 power, but 1 power, the biggest difference in any card game is the difference between 1 and 0. And Nico is proving that very punished. Punished for even more punished. You seeing a Terror, aggro Terror coming down.
Wow.
Aya goes away.
Like Antibes punished himself at the early game, and he's doing it again.
Oh man, a Waterline is probably the best play here, but not killing the Fox just completely blindsided him. Bacon repping the Fox fam. Does Bacon run Savi just to see if they're gonna keep punishing him with overdraw? Or like, well, no, Psyche is a strength card.
Let me check Bacon's deck as well.
I actually have to, now that I think about it, I have to pick Coulter's brain about Savi. Like, what's the story behind that name? Savi is such an odd creature.
I really don't know.
Hontaro. Tracker Shot. Geese Shroud. Well-
Let's see what Wilgies I get.
Illwill at least looks good here.
So the Giza will draw
Uh,
the Menlog.
Ooh, that's a big Giza then. Waterline or Illwill are Antibens, probably best choices here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Bacon's deck has a counter to Illwill, but I can't think of any in an Iris deck. You don't have access to like Force Field or Hope or
Yeah, he
Chalice,
doesn't have
whatever.
anything.
It's just, well, my board goes away and I draw some cards.
Well, I must mention that he also has an Illwill in the deck.
Who?
The Bacon also runs Illwill.
Illu?
He runs Illwill.
Yeah, I actually can't understand what card you're talking about.
Oh, the Illwill, the 4-cost.
Oh,
mental.
Illwill. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Also runs Illwill. Flurry. More banner. More beats. Matchstick. Now with a new and improved stat line.
It's very good actually. The new Mastic.
Yeah, it's funny because in other card games, being a 2/1 is much better than being a 1/2. But since you can punch things with your face here,
Yes.
being at 1 health just sucks. Oh, that's a Waterline, alright. Waterline counters Flurry, but I mean, Flurry still ends up winning. Flurry wins in the end. I still feel like, given that Bacon's entire board was full, I feel like Illwill would have made sense. Because nothing would have died until the turn started, so maybe it would have given him the break to play for Mask or for Giad.
Yeah, that's right. So he was thinking to eradicate the Giza.
I mean,
Yeah.
you do. You don't want Menlong on your face.
Definitely. And Bacon's end is really open for that.
hmm
By the way, I don't see any health gain options in the Antibens hands. So
Fire
a
Run
rush
for
can
Fury.
end him.
The thing is, I'm assuming it's an Agi deck. It has to have things like Catch for Reach.
Yeah.
So, in general,
He doesn't have catch
like-
actually.
okay. Well, it happens. It'll come out with something like. Even still, Fly Guy's a floater basically. It's gonna like get zapped by Geode or whatever. Salvage for more burn. Salvage CK.
That's really good. That's really good.
That is a lot of punishment. Does he have lethal actually? Like if he has a spell, if he has a Scorch, because he has a mana potion. So if he has a Scorch, it's done. It's over.
So we all wondering for the same thing, and yes.
And Snare. No, it's not enough. It's too off. But you flex on him. Spend
Wait.
Snare because the Snare's not gonna do anything.
Did he
Jack.
attack with the matchstick?
And yeah, he attacked with the matchstick.
Oh, alright.
So he can actually Seal of Doom into Jack. He can heal out of this. Which is something. And I'm sure that Bacon's gonna feel really, really mad if Antibens gets away with like Seal of Doom Jack and somehow runs away with the game. Illwill?
Interesting.
Oh boy. Wait, I see an Inspirator. Inspirator helps against Illwill. Commit to Jack. Okay, and you can get rid of Nico. He's got 2 damage. All of those spells have banner. We have to remember that.
Yeah, that's right.
And there's an Inspirator. If Inspirator, Heirloom is lowest cost, and he already spent Fire Runes, so I think he can fetch Scorch if he has no more Fire spells. And that would do it. I'm not sure if Bacon has lethal. It depends of the out of deck options, but just the fact that Inspirator is there to counter the Hex is really important.
So we're gonna find out now.
Scorch. There it is. So that's not lethal, I think. It's not lethal because he hits him for 3, then he can Grim Reprisal his own Matchstick for banner, but it's not enough. I don't think Bacon will do that. We'll just hit him in the face for 1 and pass turn. Oh, do you believe in Mask?
Yeah, probably gonna see the mask.
Alright. We will see the Mask. Come on. Warline's gone, so no warlining here. See us. Doomsday's here, it's too slow. White die, it doesn't do anything. The board wipe does nothing because the guy has Wither. And
It's
well,
GG.
Sunder the 3/4. See, keep rolling. Keep rolling, come on.
Let's try.
I mean, I don't think he's making it, but just keep rolling. You're playing him for Arcadium Mask. It's a Hydrate. It's playable. It's another Mask. That's it. That game.
Yep, that's the game.
Congratulations to Bacon.
2-0.
It means this should mean that Antibens is eliminated, right?
Yeah. Let me update the
Bacon and
crap.
Urban.Nomad managed to move on.
I will update it and cast it on the screen. And yeah, here's the brackets. So Group A. First is JustAddbacon. Second is Nomad, and Antibens is eliminated. This group was really amazing. We got
Had
just
some
the worst
difficulties, but also had a lot more fun. So
yeah, certainly. Second group. I guess Alem and Phoenix played their games while we were streaming. I'm not sure about the results yet, so I will update it after the stream. But there's also gonna be a Phoenix and Grandpa game till the end of the day. They have time.
Sure.
On Group C, Hanu and Intrit have moved to the next stage, and on Group D, Spango and Alpha. And now that we know JustAddBacon will face with Alpha Sapphire X, and Spango will play against Urban.Nomad on quarterfinals tomorrow at 2 p.m. EST. We're still not sure about the rest of the games. We'll see end of the day. So one last thing to say. You can access all of the decks on our website, Skyweaverleagues.com. All of the decks of this tournament are posted in here. Also, if you haven't checked it yet, Bacon's meta report is also there. You should check that out. And don't forget to join us tomorrow and also Sunday at 2 p.m. EST for quarters and finals. Thanks everyone for joining. And thanks you guys for joining me today for commentating.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. See you guys later.
See you guys tomorrow.
Hello, I'm back. Oh.
Hey, Alpha.